All right, This Is Us podcast. Today we're here with the Smart Team. I always say the Smart Team because I love that little smart car you have. I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves because everybody knows how bad I am with names, even though I do know all your names. We'll start over here.
Hi, I'm Caitie Locke. Hi, I'm Daniela Bordac.
Wow.
I'm Danelle Dennison, not Daniela. I'm Danelle.
Danelle.
Yeah.
And I'm Sheila Locke.
Nice. So you guys are based out of, I want to say Waterdown, but you can go actually anywhere because I've seen your sign on the mountain some time ago. So you can actually, the scope of Hamilton and surrounding area, that would be included in Waterdown.
For sure.
Right? Okay, so you guys can go anywhere, essentially.
Right.
All right, so what do you focus on more? Do you focus on sales, like the listings, or do you focus on buyers?
I like a mix. I really super enjoy buyers. A lot of people really enjoy listings because there's different avenues you can meet new buyers. I enjoy the process of working with a buyer, but I love both. But if I had to pick one, I like a buyer.
Nice.
Yep. I tend to try to focus on listings because I feel that buyers come from the listings. So, you're meeting new people all the time when you've got the listing. So that's kind of where my focus is. But of course, I work with buyers and sellers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Daniela, I love your name.
I also focus on both buyers and listings, but I do prefer listings.
Yep.
But I enjoy the buyer side as well. So
Nice.
Yeah.
And I'm new to the game, so I tend to focus more with buyers, younger buyers like myself,
Nice.
who are looking for their first home. So that's kind of where I've been focusing so far.
So a couple of things. The market. What is the market? I know I sent out an email out to everybody regarding rates going down, and then so it was the prime rate. Prime rate went down 0.5%, and everybody assumes that it's your fixed rates that go down, right? So I was inundated with calls yesterday. So what are you guys getting feedback wise? This is just 24 hours, and I'm getting a ton of emails, on this whole rate thing that, rates have gone down. Prime rate, affects your variable. We know in the next couple of weeks, the lenders are going to come and they're going to start lowering their rates, right?
Right.
How are you guys handling that? Are you guys even getting calls?
I didn't get inundated with any calls regarding the rates in particular, but the market is just kind of crazy right now. We're seeing visions of 2017 again. Yeah. And,
really?
The buyers are dealing with, I have a buyer who I'm working with right now. We've done offers on 3 properties, all of them multiple offer situations.
Crazy.
And the lowering of the rates is just going to make it crazier. So
we're looking
here
for
we
a hot
are
summer.
again, low inventory, lots of buyers.
So here's the thing, like I was saying this to the team on Monday. Why do you think there's a low inventory on listings?
it's just the time of the year, and I guess because it's not the time when people are thinking of selling quite yet, right?
So what advice are you giving them? Are you saying wait till the spring to list?
No.
I kind of feel because I had a buyer who is selling their home, and that's what they were told. I'm like,
No.
So you right? And
That's
I thought
what
you
we're
should just
told.
list.
Everybody keeps going, well, I'm going to wait till spring. We're like, no, now is the time. Low inventory.
Yeah.
Once there's a lot of inventory, you're going to be competing. So
Yeah.
now is the time for people to be listing.
Yeah, I have several people who I know are going to be listing. And when this began, we saw signs of this big change hitting the market, I would say I went to the Dominican and it kind of happened end of January while I was away. I came home and looked at the sales and like, whoa, what happened here? And ever since then, the ball's been rolling. And so I've been reaching out to my people who are listing and saying, you know what? Now, let's get on this now, but they're not ready. People are not in the frame of mind to to
They
put their
think that
house
the
on the
spring
market.
market is
They
the
want their
right
flowers.
right?
They want
Yeah.
the snow all gone.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
want the leaves out and
Because
everything
it's
to
prettier,
be pretty.
right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get more money, but
Yeah.
you know, like maybe educating them, letting them know this is the market where you are gonna get more money.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I had
Get
a
it
client
with it.
pay 50,000 over list. I'm like,
Yeah.
are we in this market? But apparently there was 15 registered
Yes.
offers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
So
becoming
yeah,
the norm
maybe
again.
that's what we
Oh,
need
yeah.
to tell them.
Yeah.
I was just talking to a fella in our office yesterday who did an offer on a small little condo in Burlington this past week. 26 offers on this under $500,000
That's
condo.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I find the issue with buyers who either moving up or down because they have to buy first. So it's kind of challenging because
Yes.
we need to find a property and then they will list, obviously. So since you're in competition and you know having hard time purchasing, they're not gonna list. So
You're
this
right.
is a problem there.
Yeah.
But
absolutely
I
right.
always say list first, get the most money because this is the time to get the most money. Ask for a later closing, maybe 90 days, and then you're gonna have time to purchase in the meantime. More inventory will come up on the market because we're approaching the,
Spring
the
market.
spring market.
Spring
So
market, yeah.
now you're gonna get the most money. Now is the time. Give yourself time to close.
Sure.
And the beauty of that is you do know the dollars you're dealing with. That's almost an unknown right now. You
Yeah,
don't know what your final number is going to be. Maybe your next property could be a little higher in price than you anticipate because your home might sell for more than you expect, and you just don't know that unless you sell first, then buy.
For sure. So what does the Smart Team offer?
We offer a team of really nice people.
Yes.
And we're missing two today. We
Yeah.
should mention that too.
We're
we
missing
have,
two.
We have a lovely young man named Alex Vanderland, and then
Yeah.
another seasoned realtor, Peggy Levine, are
Yeah.
part of our team as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the nice thing about Smart Realty Team is we've all worked together for many years. We've all been in the business a long time, and we've worked alongside each other in the same brokerage. And we decided to pool our resources together because working with clients, you're wearing a lot of different hats, and we find that sometimes you're spread a little bit thin. And the nice thing about having the team is we can come to each other and get that extra help and opinions of value and different things that we bring to the table. Yeah, exactly.
Smart. That's what we like.
Makes us smart. Makes us smart. But also, what we're excited about is there's four of us that are quite seasoned, but we have two younger, new green realtors
Nice.
on the team, which offer something that we were not necessarily comfortable with, which is the whole social media aspect of things. So it's nice to have some fresh blood on the team that offers something where, we're new at the whole social media,
Yeah.
so to speak. So it's a nice mix. Yeah. So we all have something to bring to the team, which gives more to our clients.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So where do you see the market headed? What are we looking at? I know Danelle's like, oh, I don't know. Like this is one of our podcasts after where it's a hot market, right? So, I love getting people's opinion. You hear a wide range of opinions on what's going to happen, right? Like nobody anticipated the rates were going to go down. They went down.
Right.
Right. So, and they continue to go down. I honestly did not see rates being at the 2.64, 2.74. Like, you're talking about conventional rates. Like it's crazy. So my thoughts are we heading into 2017? Like
It's certainly
is that what we're
feeling
heading
like it.
into?
It's certainly feeling like it.
Well, even I mean, the stress test is going to be a little lighter come April, so that's a benefit.
We were talking and we were like, are we going to do a podcast on that? I talked to the team. We're looking at a difference of maybe 20,000 on a purchase price, which is good.
Plus,
You're right.
with the rate, the
Decrease,
reduction,
yeah.
the decrease. So that's going to be helpful for a lot of people who maybe were on the cusp before about being
sure.
able to purchase, and now they can. So
For sure.
I think that's going to definitely help buyers, which is going to fuel that market even more. So
Yeah.
And an interesting conversation I just had with a client regarding that stress test. So, I've never encouraged clients, if they're not comfortable with it, going to their max because, people don't want to be at the limit of the threshold of what they can afford. But she was finding it's this couple who are competing and they're, by not going to their max, they're missing out on some properties. So I had a conversation with them that I've never had before. And I said to them, the one thing that you can think about now going to your limit is the government's kind of made sure you're not overspending going to your limit. That stress test has put that cushion in to be sure that you're not going to be in trouble in a couple of years. And so maybe going to your limit is not as scary as it was pre-stress test.
That's so true.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so
No,
true.
you're right. You're right. And essentially, I was telling the team on Monday, we have agents now that are saying waive your condition of financing. Like, are we in that market
We
again?
are.
Yes.
Are we?
We lost on one
on.
of those by a 2-day finance condition. That's all we had was a 2-day finance condition. The other party had none.
No way.
yeah.
I did not anticipate that we were in that market. I had 2 clients call me, and I talked to the rest of the team, and they're like, we're in that market where
And
you
it
have to
happened-
wave.
It's like a light switch.
It's it's crazy.
It
how
just
fast
happens
it
overnight.
happened.
I know, because we were quite balanced, I would say, in the
For sure.
Yeah.
going into the new year.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, in January, something
I
something
think
flipped.
it started mid-January
Yeah.
or so, and
Yeah.
then February was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important, especially with it's almost tax time. It's so important for people to be up to date with you on their
Yeah.
pre-approvals and know for sure what they can afford.
Well, that's so the next couple of days is reevaluating everybody.
Yeah.
So all my pre-approvals, I've got to go back and I have to reevaluate every single person, right?
Right.
Because yeah, we're in March, but come April, are they going to buy a house in 2 weeks right now? They're not. So let you know, like I'm telling my buyers, we're giving summary or my pre-approvals, letting them know, okay, this is what we're looking at. You're as come April 1st, this is the rates that that are in place, and this is now the new stress test rate. Right. And I essentially it's not by much. It's 20,000, but that 20,000, you're right. It goes a long way for buyers. I honestly, when I had a client call me on Monday, she was like, I'm going to go in firm in the 700,000 range. And I'm like, that is crazy. But it was listed at $699 and going in firm at $750. Just imagine that. You still have to do an appraisal.
Yeah.
Right? So is the value going to come in? And you're doing 5% down, and that's essentially what I said. But it's just I did not anticipate we were in this market, but we are, right? So, and I'm telling buyers now that need to sell, I'm telling them sell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like list now.
Yes,
list. This is
absolutely.
the time, right?
It
So
is the time.
yeah. So I'm glad you guys are offering that advice. What did the market look like? It looks like you have stats there.
Oh,
No?
yeah.
What did the market look like this last bit? I know the stats came out. So what are we looking at for Waterdown?
So, well, for the Hamilton-Burlington region, our stats just came out.
Yeah.
And sales are up 30% over last month. So February sales were up 30% over January.
That's amazing.
That's incredible, and that's where this all began happening. But not only that, prices are up 4.5% over the previous month, so February to January, and 15% over February 2019 to February 2020.
That's amazing.
I know. That's
That's
incredible.
incredible. So what do you think your summer's going to look like?
We're gonna be get those running shoes on.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're gonna be doing a lot of business together.
Yeah, no, that's
No
exciting.
pool time. No pool time.
You're right, though. No pool time.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you guys for coming in. That's awesome. So the Smart team, hit them up on social media. You're now on social media, right? So we'll take them in under this post. All right. Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you so much for having us.